It shouldn't be Xander. It says with Alex.
Yeah, who wrote this script?
Your name is Alexander.
Yeah, well, finally they changed the top part. It was John since John came on the cover for me.
He was only on for 2 weeks, and they left his name up there for like months.
They wanted to keep him on, I think. He's too handsome.
Actually, do you know what I think might have happened here? He was covering for a show where we were going to do army foods, but we changed it at the last minute. So maybe at that point, it didn't say with John, despite meaning to. We're just all full of mistakes here.
It's just recycling content.
There you go. We are doing it today. Wait, isn't it today that it's like Armed Forces Day here in Korea? We've not got anything...
I did see that on the calendar, #calendar,
well
but I believe that is actually next week.
Next week.
Maybe? Or it's this one's in Korean.
I know
it's
in October at least.
Yeah,
it's in this month.
My other calendar was in English, but this one on my phone is now in Korean. I can't read it. So
let's talk about calendars then, Xander.
Yeah, so I noticed that people were calling in. It's not a traditional show. They were, leaving messages about the spelling of calendar. It's like, how do you spell it with a K?
Yeah.
Well, the reason why is because the Dutch.
Okay.
So basically, English and Dutch are very similar because they come from like I think it's called Indo-European family of languages based on like Latin and Germanic kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And because the Dutch went to Indonesia in like the 17th century, and they spell it with a K and an ER.
And
right?
that's why Indonesians still do.
Yeah, I believe so.
Ooh.
And the reason why we have an AR, we just changed it. The old French spelling is an ER. So I think that's why
we just were stubborn.
Yeah,
and went for AR.
Well, we changed it afterwards. So Old French is ER. Then it became Middle English was ER, and then Modern English is AR.
And we changed the K to a C as well.
We had a C from the beginning, I believe, because the French has a C.
That's brilliant.
And the Dutch have a K.
Wow.
Yeah.
How are you so clued up on languages?
I just used the internet right now.
Brilliant. See, the internet can make you infinitely smarter in seconds, right?
I feel so smart.
Unbelievable. Have you had a good week, by the way, Xander? Done anything interesting?
Yeah.
How was your Chuseok and stuff? Apart from obviously enjoying the food here on Monday last week.
It was literally like any other day for me.
Really?
Apart from this, everything was closed. Oh. Well, most things were closed. I wanted to go to a Hanu restaurant. The 24-hour Hanu.
Oh.
Hanu, but it was closed. And it was the only thing closed in that area.
Really?
So I was like, why are you closed? There's like chicken places open and like everything else is like, why is the Hanu place closed?
Yeah, it was odd what's closed now on Chuseok Day and like maybe the day after. I think some of the big supermarkets are closed, but then some of the shopping centres are open, and it doesn't really make sense. I don't know how. Yeah. I think they just throw a dart into a board and just whatever it lands on. You're closed.
You're closed, and you're closed,
and everyone else can open. Yeah, you still can get around and have fun. Someone was asking last week during Chuseok, does that mean I shouldn't come to Korea? No, there are still events going on. Many things open.
I mean, I wouldn't come in Chuseok, to be fair.
Oh, really?
Because
would you say
travel is going to be terrible in roads. If you're going to take a bus out anywhere else, so it's going to be terrible. And I think the airport, the airports used to be way busier like years ago because most people just leave.
Yeah.
But then they did the whole like, hey, why don't you just do a staycation and keep all the tourism money in Korea? So that's why
I've changed that. Well, I feel really terrible to that listener. I hope you're listening again today. Don't come during Chuseok, because I was like, come during Chuseok and sunlight.
September, October time is perfect because of the weather, and we can definitely tell. Like, I mean, obviously, I'm like I wear this all the time, but the weather's definitely got colder.
Yes,
like, it's just changed like that, and the leaves are going to start falling off in like 2 weeks.
I was thinking that yesterday, how much cooler it has gotten in a short space of time, like 3-4 weeks.
Like, where's the nice sweet spot?
Yeah, it just changes immediately.
Yeah.
Daytime in the autumn is good. Like yesterday during the day as well, about 23, 24. That's nice. Yeah. It's just the tail ends of the evening and the morning.
A little bit windy. Yesterday was a windy day.
There we go. Oh my girl, thank you for that lead-in. All right, today's theme is foods eaten during the military. We are a team, Xander and Peter.
The team, yes.
So we're going to talk about military service and what people eat during their military service. You've not been in the military, Xander?
No.
Cadets or anything?
I did do air cadets.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Really? What's that for our listeners that don't know about
air
it?
Air cadets, I guess, is like it's like a youth club, but they're kind of more of a primer for the military. So they kind of really push it on you, like, yeah, the military is so cool, and you know, you can go shoot guns and like fly planes, and you're only like 15 or 14 years old, and you can be in control of a plane.
Yeah, I heard that.
You can do, you know, training lessons with
right?
actual like aircraft, like
that's amazing.
Military style like trainer pilot.
Did you do that then?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did that not inspire you to be in the Air Force?
I did think about it.
Yeah.
I did think about it, and there are like programs where if you get quite high in the cadets, and then when you get to that age where you can actually enlist, like you get like a little bump up, I think, because you already have some kind of experience and things. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's there's you know, there's the Navy one and there's the Army one as well, but because we don't have any conscription or military service in the UK, it's not forced. So
exactly.
That's the only kind of way, apart from the Army be the best. The kind of adverts on TV. That's the only really
that you get
way that you get recruits.
To it, right? Yeah. One of my good friends did join the Army on my father's advice, because my father was in the Army for like 22 years. He was a soldier, and so one of my friends, he was a bit wayward. He like left school early, and my dad was like, "Just go in the military." Because that was what happened to me. I didn't know what to do, and I left school early, and it was the best route. And so my friend went in, and my dad was like, you know, these days there are no wars. It was like maybe late 90s.
Oh,
no. And then there was 2001 and stuff, and he had to go to Afghanistan, and he was on active duty, and my dad was so sorry to him. He came back safe and sound, but he like left after his first 3 years, which I think is the cutoff where you can just come out. Yeah.
So in terms of year...
Yes.
What you married to your F4, or like what are you?
I've got an F4 visa because my mother was Korean.
Now, did you have to do the service?
No, because I don't have a Korean passport or citizenship.
Yes. That's right. Yeah.
There's the loophole. For my son, he's got both, so he has to choose one passport when he's 18. Otherwise, he'll have to do military service.
I think that's one thing a lot of people, especially people from America, they're like, "Oh, I'm Korean. I just got a Korean." It's like, oh no! If you want to become a citizen, you have to do service before you're 30 even.
Yeah, and then they're like, maybe not. Yeah, it can be quite a burden for young male adults. There is conscription here for people who've missed that point of what we're talking about, and so many of the celebrities you'll see in the military at the moment. G-Dragon, I think, is there.
I think all the members of Big Bang, apart from Seungri, are in the military now.
That's true. Yes, because Seungri is much younger than them. I didn't realise that.
Yeah, because basically you have that time window, and you can basically choose. So if like as soon as you're at the age, you can go and do it and just get out the way. Yeah, which is probably quite a clever idea. Or you can just keep delaying it until
about 30,
until they start. You know, like, are you going to do it? Are you going to do it? You now have to do it. You know, and it is actually a crime to avoid the military service. Like people pulling teeth or gaining too much weight, that is like a jailable offence. So.
Yeah, you shouldn't avoid that service because it's your national duty. And if you don't do it, then what about the rest of the people, right? But we're not going to be too serious. That's the seriousness out the way. Let's talk now about things that are eaten in the military. We've got this interesting little bag here if you're watching on YouTube. And it says on it, 추억의 건빵. So that's like the 건빵 of memories. Have you had this before?
Never had a Korean like stuff like this now.
Oh really? So
But I will be able to compare it to like British service food because we had that in cadets.
Oh really? In cadets you have service food as well?
The boil in the bag stuff. Well, you go on little exercises and you go for like days and then you do like basically like a long walk but with equipment on.
And the food.
And you have to cook in a little what are they called? I can't remember the little
camping pots and stuff.
Stuff like that. There's two cans that fold over each other. I can't remember the name of them now. But
it sounds pretty fun, but I'm sure it's hard work. Oh, look at that! Look what's inside. So there are biscuits, and then there's little... These are star candies. 별사탕, it says on there, if you can see. So you're apparently... I thought these just came in all together, but that's cool. It's
just
like a little...
Just mixed in. It looks like that silica gel or like the stuff that...
Yes, that you should never mix in with food. So this is not that.
It's not.
We promise.
Don't go and eat that. It might look appetizing. But...
So here it is. This is the compound. I looked this up on the internet and the translation was hardtack. Have you heard that before?
Hardtack? No.
I think it's an American biscuit / cracker, which is super dry, like these. So why don't we give these a try then? Okay. Have you not had these biscuits?
Never.
Oh, really?
So I'm gonna.
Because
first time. It's like a rich tea, and it would have been less sweet.
You're right. It's a bit like a rich tea, right?
Just lacking a little bit of the sugar in it.
Yeah.
Although that rich teas aren't like overly sweet, but
but these are super plain, right?
I would enjoy eating these, apart from I saw on the front, the calories of the bag is like 680 or 65.
I think that's why they're used in the military, to give you ample energy.
Yeah, that's exactly the purpose of the rations, is to give you energy and to keep your body functioning going. So I wonder what the function of these are, if it's to clog you up or to let you go, because there's going to be two different types.
Oh, I see, really?
Yeah.
Is that what they have? So the reason I think that the satangs as well, the little candies, are separate is because they don't keep as long if you mix them in together, because there's like sugar and stuff. It might draw moisture from the atmosphere.
So we have to, do we have to have it like this, like a little canapé?
I guess so. Yeah, we could have it together. So this is a little sugary ball and a dry biscuit.
This sounds so appetizing.
The texture difference is kind of cool.
Why does the combination together make me feel like I'm eating fish? Like the taste of fish?
Really? Has it gone fishy in your mouth?
I got a very, like a fishy taste then.
This is super plain, the biscuits by themselves, right? So I think with these candies in there, it helps. And they say the reason is the candy, because it's got sugar in it, it pulls out saliva into your mouth. There aren't many. There's about 6 in that packet.
Poured them all in, didn't you?
There's somewhere in there. You could just stick your hands in. I trust your hands are quite clean. Because if you eat these by themselves, they're super dry.
There we go.
And if you don't have a drink, that's what the candy is for. Because now my mouth is like full of saliva after eating that one.
I just want to try it by itself. It actually does have a fishy taste.
Fishy candy?
No, but there's something there that reminds me of fish.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
In the sugar ball. I wonder what that is.
No idea, but it just has it. It just has a little bit of fish taste, but not like fishy, but
we're going to be back in part 2. We'll maybe eat a bit more of this, and then we've got some proper like combat food that we're going to try in the studio. It's almost as if we're doing military service. We're going to play some Beast. This is Ribbon. We're back for part 2 of Hot Off the Shelf, our military service food special. So basically, we're living like G-Dragon and Taeyang and Daesung right now.
Yeah, if they're having this.
Living their lifestyles. You know, I'd love to say that when they're not in the military and, you know, we're maybe drinking champagne and riding sports cars. But at the moment, maybe they're eating these biscuits.
Isn't Top in the police, though?
I think he wasn't he? But I think there was a bit of an issue. I'm not sure what he's doing now.
Because the service doesn't just mean going into the army. So you can be placed in many different types of jobs. So
you can be like a civil servant. Kind of.
I have a friend who like teaches like I don't know how to phrase it, like a type of children.
Oh, okay.
I don't know how to phrase it on the radio.
They do that as well.
Yeah,
I didn't
it's
know
pretty
that.
much nearly anything. Like.
Yeah, one of my friends, he was a car park attendant for 2 years.
That's amazing! He doesn't have to march up a mountain and like try and fire like
he was
artillery.
Really happy that he got that job as well.
That's a fantastic placement.
But I think everyone gets the basic training, like it's 4 or 6 weeks of basic training and you go off and do whatever. We do have some messages to read. I have no more moisture in my mouth now because that was so dry, that biscuit. We got Mad Jumba, apparently from Haiti, but I'm sure this is MJ, our DJ of our 11 o'clock show, who says, as a seasoned Korean veteran, I can tell you with confidence that 군대음식, the burger that you're going to talk about later on, is not one that stops you going to the toilet. It will make you go to the toilet quickly, and I'm sure you too will enjoy that. Always a great show. Kudos to Pedro and Xander. Thank you very much. Can you see these messages with your super clear 2020 eyes now, Xander?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Can you read this one from Siska? No, because I often don't trust our guests to be able to read this distance.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Which one do you want me to read?
Whatever one you would like. You take
Siska,
your pick.
hi. Morning, Xander. Happy Monday. Army food. I watched some YouTube videos about army food before, including the Korean ones.
Ooh.
We'll share Indonesian one on Facebook soon. Ours are pretty interesting. A rice box. And Army Day will be 5th of October there in Indonesia.
Oh, that is a coincidence. So for this week as well. Annie from Singapore says, the star candy sounds cute. The biscuits and candy, it's like a fancy ice gem biscuit. Did you have ice gems in Singapore, Annie? That's amazing.
Yes.
It's kind of like that, but yeah, it was the frosting on the ice gems, which was super hard as well, wasn't it? Yeah.
And the biscuits were tiny.
Yeah, and they were super hard and dry as well. I think that's the combination they're going for. To bring moisture into your mouth is the sugar, and the rest is dry because it keeps for a long time.
Yeah.
Perfect in the army,
sure.
yeah. Do try these. You can find these in like pyeonijums in the convenience stores, just as a snack, like a biscuit. Some of them I've seen have ginger or ginseng infused in them. I don't know why.
I'll avoid them then.
Yeah.
I'll be keeping them away from my mouth.
Make you healthy. All right, we are going to go into something more like proper battle food, combat food.
Yay.
So what does that say?
It says cheuk.
Sea ration cheuk. Cheuk. Oh, the spicy pork. Do you like cheuk?
Yeah.
Yeah, not too spicy.
In moderate, yeah. If the spice is moderate, I definitely enjoy it.
So that's apparently what's in here. So we're going to see what it looks like before it's been cooked. I'm not... Oh, so it's got a couple of sauces in there.
Let me grab them. Okay, so we got a little sesame oil and some... Oh, this is just the sauce, so...
That's the sauce for the
mat sauce.
So
Jaeuk
is usually pork. I'm looking in here. Where is the pork in there?
That looks like couscous.
It does look like couscous, doesn't it? So this is severely dehydrated, isn't it? So I'm guessing this will all get much bigger. And maybe these little brown dots that you can see in there, maybe that's the pork that will puff up immensely. I'm looking forward to seeing that. So you pour in some hot water, you close it, it's a sealable pack all by itself, and then you just mix it with the sauces and it's ready to eat. Well, let's see what it looks like after. So this is before. And then we'll see what it looks like after in just a second. Do you want to open that one up?
Oh!
Is it hot?
It is hot.
It did have boiling water in it, so be careful.
Oh, okay. It's just become normal rice size.
Oh! Wow! Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
That's cool.
Is there any visible pork in there as
well?
Debatable.
What is... Maybe.
Really?
I think that there's a little strand up there.
Okay.
But there are some other things in there. I don't know what they are, but
it looks like there's like some veggies.
Yeah, definitely that.
All right, I'll pour in the jaeuk sauce. This looks quite nice, like presentable. How was the food in the cadets? Was it nice?
It was. Oh, I loved some of the flavors.
Oh, really?
We got like sticky toffee pudding, I think, for one of the desserts, or there was a brownie kind of thing for that. Because you normally get like a main meal, and then you get like this dessert one. I just want to grab some of it without the sauce first as well, because I can give an informed opinion.
Yeah, what? It doesn't look as nice now it's out there. Like the rice doesn't look like it's been freshly cooked. Obviously, it hasn't, but still, give it a try. Is it presentable? Edible? Do you definitely feel like you're eating army food?
Oh.
No? Not your favourite? Plain?
Very.
Right, I assume without the sauce, yeah.
I wonder why. It's like...
super plain?
I can taste the water.
You can taste
which, as you know, water doesn't really have much of a taste. So.
Lovely jubbly.
I reckon all the flavour is going to be in that sauce.
It's got to be, right? So this is one flavour. We do have another one, but let's give this a try. Okay, it looks nicer like that. Way nicer.
The
right?
texture too is kind of. Oh wow! Look at that. The texture too is also like the rice is kind of like air. It's very just you just go straight through it. It's kind of interesting.
Yeah, you're right. It's got no like substance to it. But with that sauce, it's not bad. I mean, I see what you mean when you say you can taste the water. It's a bit spicy, right? Maybe we should have done this one first. This is the sogogi bibimbap, so the beef bibimbap. Looks pretty similar in there. Like, I can't really tell the difference. I'm guessing the big difference will be with the sauce, right?
9 out of 10.
I'm assuming that this is not going to be as spicy. Let me rip it open.
You know, like the sauce that comes with like those really spicy like ramen.
Oh yeah, the pulled.
I feel like I've just taken a spoonful of that with like some.
It is very spicy, isn't it?
Yeah, it's so. The sauce just overpowers it.
I mean, like many things in Korea are spicy, but for the army, surely they should have something a bit less spicy for your insides.
And maybe it's the stress relief factor of spicy food, apparently.
I guess, yeah, if you're fighting and you're stressed,
maybe
you want to relieve that. The sesame oil is a must for me. Let's get all of that in there.
Get it all in there,
boy. Give it a little mix this time, Sam. Right. Maybe it was my mixing skills that ruined it.
Oh no, I don't think so. It's so hot, isn't it?
But I'm guessing if you're starving, right?
Oh yeah, you're not gonna not eat it.
Yeah, I think it's gonna taste good then. I
wonder if anyone like eats those biscuits with the sauce.
With the sauce
as an alternative.
Oh, maybe. You could spice things up.
Definitely
literally
not as mixed as well as that one for some reason.
Okay,
I don't know why,
give it a try.
Okay.
It looks a bit less spicy, although it still doesn't look like it's.
And this is the sweegogi.
Swegogi is how it's spelled, but we do pronounce it sogogi. You're right. It's a quirk of Korean language.
And you said that's meant to be the normal spelling.
I think so. Yeah, you'll see it on lots of beef restaurants. Swegogi, but you just say sogogi. Anyway, let's give this a try. That's a lot on your spoon, Xander. Good luck.
I'm hungry, mate.
That's spicy, sweet. But yeah, the texture of the rice is kind of like bouncy. It's a bit weird.
Yeah.
But I'd eat it.
What is it even close to? Right?
Oh, this is spicy as well, isn't it?
They taste the same.
Afterwards, yeah.
They taste the same to me.
It is very similar, isn't it?
Is this a trick?
It's not bad, though. I would eat that. Like, definitely, if I was in the military, I'd happily eat that when I'm hungry.
This was starving, and you'd obviously go for this, but
100%. Maybe with a bit less sauce, though, for people not so good with spice.
Yeah,
tongues on fire. We do have some water, and our writer has opened it this time to force you to drink it.
No, it was the commemorative bottle. Look at this.
From the Pyeongchang Winter Games.
This is like this bottle. They've given it to me like 4 times. I said no. I'm
drink
not
it
because it's too good.
We got the lovelies up next. Achoo. We're back for part 3, hot off the shelf. This week's theme is all about military foods. Foods you eat when you've been conscripted here in Korea, which happens to every young, fit and able gentleman. Xander, like that little pose on the YouTube video. We got a lot of messages on YouTube as well that we haven't got to yet. Bebe saying, hi Xander and Peter, and saying, doesn't look very appealing, that military combat food. Oda also agreeing, saying it really doesn't. Guessing, though, if you're out in the field, you're just happy to eat no matter what it is.
Right,
yeah. Amy J saying, I'm not sure if this food will bring the people to the army yard. Not the general people, I don't believe. Your hair is magnificently blue.
Well,
did you get it redone?
That's the thing, but look at the colour on the camera. It's like a dark turquoisey teal.
Yeah,
but in
here
real
it's
life
bright
it's
blue. But our camera can't distinguish between navy and black either, so don't worry too much about it. In public, you'll look way better. Thank you for those messages. And Siska said, people said the military biscuits, they're usually really dry. Is it true?
Well, because the weather's been quite humid recently, but when we open that packet, it's now like super dry in here.
Yes, it's soaked up all the moisture from the air. No, they are really dry to eat, just like the rich tea biscuits that Xander was talking about. We used to do this thing as bored men, teenagers, like see how many you could eat in like a minute. It's a family show. And you just see how many you can eat in 1 minute and your mouth gets insanely dry. I'm assuming with those you could do the same thing. I don't think you could eat more than like 10.
Where do you want to go? You want to get? No, we'll be drooling everywhere.
Do it dry, but yeah, crumbs everywhere. Last bit of today I'm excited about because this is apparently one of the highlights of food in the military. Obviously, it's not gourmet stuff in the military. You know, you've got to save money and whatnot.
But what does gourmet mean?
Acceptable food in public spheres. So,
do you think so? I think...
in the military, I'm talking about. That's the standard for gourmet. It's something acceptable.
I think, Can someone tell us what the definition of gourmet is? I swear we could actually play this could be gourmet. Because it's kind of like a
little fusion of things. You got to put it together. Have you heard the name of this then?
No, this is the first I've ever heard of this name.
Kundaeria.
Yeah.
So there's the Korean chain of fast food restaurants, which you've been to and you say is quite nice.
Yeah.
They got some good burgers there.
They got some good ones, yeah. They got good ones, they got some bad ones.
They did have this one that had like some fried squid rings inside with a burger, instead of onion rings. And I don't know, it was a bit too much, a bit too chewy.
What? The most popular kind of viral one they had was the one with the really long cheese, stringy.
Oh,
and you can bite into it
and there's that mozzarella kind of cheese. Oh, that sounds quite nice.
Yeah.
So it's a combination of that chain, which ends in Eria, and Gunde, which is the army here.
Yes.
So Gunderia, because it's the army version of a hamburger. So we're going to make this how they make it in the military.
Here's one we made earlier, or someone made earlier.
That's way better than what we'll probably make. But let's try our own and then compare it at the end, Xander.
So it seems like we have 5 ingredients.
Yeah, so let's go through it. We got the buns. These are the I think they call them sometimes in Korea morning roll.
These are like the ones you get on airplanes.
They are. I think these are the ones on airplanes. They feel a bit stale like that, don't they?
Yeah, the kind of ones you just put water in here.
So apparently on the bottom half of the bun, we need to put on this sauce, which says classic tonkasu sauce. Tonkasu, could you explain to our listeners, for anyone who's not familiar?
Pickly, kind of tastes like pickles to me.
This sauce,
I hate it.
Oh, really?
I hate this sauce so much.
So when you have tonkasu, which is the fried pork cutlet,
cheese, mate.
Just cheese,
or the stuff that you get in like those really cheap Korean little restaurants run by the ajumas and stuff.
Oh,
but usually this kind of sauce is a sauce they give you in Pyeongjam donkasu kind of thing.
Yeah.
And I don't. There's a little sachet. Never use it. I'll eat it dry.
All right. So let's not put this on for Xander then.
Yes.
Let's leave that out.
I should have it to get the whole flavor thing. I think I'll be missing out on a cultural thing.
All right. Yeah. Just put a little bit. I like this sauce with tonkasu.
I'll do half.
Otherwise, it's pretty dry.
That was a lot.
Let's follow the instructions we've got here. Okay.
In the example burger, it's definitely half a patty of half a.
And then, oh really? It's half a patty.
But
we're going to go for a whole patty, apparently. Right, so we're going crazy. And then we've got strawberry jam.
I was saying I'm going to draw the line, but you already put it in. Jam and donkatsu sauce.
And on a hamburger, do you ever have jam? Is that a thing anywhere else, I wonder?
No.
Jam burger. We've come up with some good marketing there.
Jam, like funny burger, jam burger.
Oh, jam burger as well. Yeah, fun.
So
fun
we put
burger.
it on the top.
Who knows? Oda says, looks like the buns we have in Norway with either raisins or chocolate ones.
Oh, I wish they were that good.
That's quite cool. Siska says, yeah, the airplane bread is also kind of dry for me. We've got some definitions of gourmet. A connoisseur of good food, a person with a discerning palate. I think that's gourmet as in the person, right? But when we're talking about
like a gourmet
as an
restaurant
adjective,
or gourmet type of food,
What is the definition?
Because what does it mean? Like, what makes something gourmet? Is it just meant to be like fancy?
This is kind of fancy, isn't it? Would you put this on your hats? We fancy and a Kunderia burger.
Well, we should do a test if, like, first date, you take someone out for one of these burgers and see if they call you back.
Yeah, well,
probably not.
I doubt
You're gonna go full meat.
Yeah, we're gonna put the whole meat in.
Woo!
So apparently, in the military, you either get one of these kind of burgers, or they've got a chicken kind of version, a chicken steak.
Oh,
yeah, which sounds kind of nice, doesn't it?
Ow.
And now this is salad, as in cabbage salad.
Is it covered in like yogurt-y thing, or is it the salad cream?
I think it's salad cream / like 100,000 dressing.
This is like literally anything they can find, and there's put in.
This is I've never had a burger like this, I will say. So it's going to be unique.
First and last time.
Strawberry jam. It looks kind of cute, doesn't it? It looks like a slider.
You forgot the cheese, mate.
Oh no, and I've closed it. Is there any way to get past? Okay.
Yeah, you can redeem
I've saved it. I can open it.
Oh, maybe the cheese should go on top of the burger.
Yeah, probably.
That's probably what they would do in a gourmet restaurant, so the cheese would melt on top.
Yeah, nothing's gonna melt here because it's all lukewarm, I think.
This one isn't that. This is the cheddar one.
Yeah,
I got fancy with the cheese
proper
today.
Cheese, yeah. We got nice cheese because in Korea it used to be really hard to find proper cheese. You'd only find the plastic ones, but now they got cheddar, Gouda, all sorts of cheese. That looks kind of cool. But once you know what's in it, the donkasu sauce maybe not so bad. But the jam, I don't understand the jam. Why would you put jam in here?
Right, everything makes sense apart from the jam and the salad thing, which I'm just pulling all over the table.
Okay.
Well, let's go.
Bottoms up for Kunderia. This is the treat on apparently Sundays and Wednesdays, so we're breaking the rules on a Monday having this. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Sundays and Wednesdays?
Yeah. Oh.
How interesting. Okay, I'll go donkasu sauce first.
Wow. That's quite good. It's not bad.
Strangely, it works.
Yeah. Like, the jam is not weird at all. Why is that okay?
The jam kind of takes the place of, like, a caramelized onion.
Oh, the sweetness that you get from that.
And the pickle, like, the tonkatsu sauce, definitely, like, blends really well. And I don't get that horrible pickle taste, which I hate. It just tastes like more of a...
We've solved Xander's tonkatsu sauce phobia.
Let's just get rid of this jam.
Mix it together.
Yeah, jam and cheese and meat.
So when you're at a pork cutlet restaurant, ask for jam, which I'm sure they won't have, and then you can mix it together. This is pretty good. I don't know if it's because I'm hungry.
It's actually really good.
Wow.
I'm really surprised. We've eaten way worse on this show.
Way worse. I would happily pay to eat this as well. Seriously, for a little snack.
How much did you pay?
Like 1,001 or so.
Okay, I'll come here every morning. I'll make these burgers for you.
$1 or $2.
Yeah.
I don't think they actually sell these though. Maybe they should in that El Ria store. Maybe people harking back to their military days. Wow. I've never seen this sold, but it's not bad at all, is it?
That's actually really interesting.
And this was all cooked in a microwave as well, because we don't have an oven or a fry pan, so anyone can do this at home. Delicious. And we're going out on a high, because this is the last week of Hot Off the Shelf. Xander will be back, don't worry about that. But we're going to change up the premise next week, have a little mini reshuffle. But this was a good way to go out, Xander. Thank you.
Yeah. This is like one of the best things.
Bottoms up.
Cheers.
And we'll see you next Monday.
See you next week.
Let's play some Super Junior Black Suit.